Hey guys, Starcraft here, glasses off, so this is going to be a bit of a rant, but what's going on? No, this isn't Comicsgate related, trust me, that's a whole other video, and state everything's going, I want nothing to do with that anymore. But, no, I'm more talking about going back to my video I wanted to say about the knee-jerk reactionaries. I'm seriously guys, what the hell? What the freaking hell? Why is it now gotten to the point where we as a group are now starting to just be hating on things just either because someone else told us to or because, oh, we're just going to knee-jerk react? Like Mandalorians. We get a badass female, certain individuals say, oh, this is woke and cringe, and you start hearing everyone just saying, yep, it's woke and cringe, to the point where people are saying, no, I don't see it that way. What do you mean you don't see it that way? Really? We can't think for ourselves anymore. We have to all be in or nothing. Oh, you guys are just gonna see how it is. It's like, guys, knock it off. Or, hey, I really like that Harley Quinn show. Why do you like it? It's clearly good for being a lesbian when she's bi. No, it's clearly showing even in the show that she's bi. She still had a thing for the Joker. It took until Ivy had to snap her out of it. But it still says she was bi, not just full-on les in a fake relationship. Well, you have the stuff with Michael B. Jordan, or hell, they just recently announced that the Chinese Wonder Woman is going to be appearing in Wonder Woman, which means that they might be setting her up to be the 5G replacement. If you ask me, that's a lot better than making up a brand new character and doing it. Now, at least she's already established, and it was actually a decent character, what little we saw of her. Seriously, it's like you can't. We are getting so bad that we are becoming what so many people, the anti-Comicsgaters, all that stuff, were accusing and saying, oh, they don't want to see women in their stuff, they're misogynists. Oh, anytime they have something that's a different race, they're going to call him otherwise. It's like, guys, why can't we take a moment and think? All right, take a brief moment and actually stop, think about things, and actually be all like, hey, you know, maybe there could be an exception. Like, again, this Chinese Wonder Woman showing up. Like I said, she's already established. She's been around for a couple of years now, since the new Superman. She's not that bad of a character the way she was written. And again, yeah, I'd rather it be Donna Troy, but at least it's not a brand new character who hasn't been established as a Sue at all. Because she is anything but a Sue, believe me. Now, yes, they could sue her up, like, and all that. I get that. But still, at least a reasonable moment to go, hey, wait a second here. You know, things like that. You can actually pause, think about it for a moment. I mean, it's like what just happened on Watchemn. Spoiler alert. It's been revealed that Angela's husband, her house husband, is Dr. Manhattan. And people were saying, they made Dr. Manhattan black. No, they didn't. Dr. Manhattan took the form of a black man. And either, we don't know what happened, but either he forgot himself or something. We don't know what. And yeah, he's wearing a mask. I get that. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to still cover him in blue and everything. Alright, guys? Seriously, they did not make him a black guy. They instead turned, and Dr. Manhattan did it to himself. And given all the stuff the character can do, I can kind of believe it. I'm not happy entirely about it. It was a nice twist. I am going to have to wait and see where it goes next week. But still, I'm just saying, it's interesting is all I'll be saying. But again, there are people saying, they made him black! Ugh! You realize that you guys are sounding? And that's the other thing, was Watchmen. Oh, they're adding in all this stuff. Guys, they're using real history. Yes, it's shoehorning. Oh, how it happens then that there's one character that has been through all this horribly racist stuff. But they're still using real history. They're not making stuff up. They're not exaggerating stuff that didn't happen. A lot of stuff did happen. Why can't you guys accept that history has happened this way? Unfortunately. Now, again, you can complain about the other act, like how they're utilizing it, but don't act like this stuff is made up. Okay? Like the stuff in the flashbacks was Will a few episodes and last week. Oh, they're all this stuff, all this bad racism, making whites look like bastards. Hate to say this, but in some instances that did happen. Okay? Seriously, guys, acknowledge the setting, because we are always telling people, hey, we gotta take into account how things were back then when these stuff was written. Well, why can't we take into account how when they're utilizing stuff from actual historical moments, why don't we accept that this stuff did happen and we can't just sugarcoat it? Huh? The moment you start denying this stuff happened or acting like it didn't happen, it doesn't help the matter, is all I'm saying. But that's just the least of it. The bigger ones is, again, like the Mandalorian stuff. Ugh, this woman is an SJW because she can kick ass. We want strong women who can kick ass. Why? Because it's made by Disney Star Wars? So what? So what? You guys want to just be outrage peddlers? Or whatever that phrase is? Really? You guys want to just cater to the outrage? Look, the people who are pushing for the outrage, they're doing it for the clicks. I get it. It's those who are taking everything they say verbatim and saying, yeah, they are absolutely right, and then start taking it as absolute fact and pushing it on others. Those are the ones I have a problem with. It's the ones that the moment you start saying an opinion that differs, or someone tries to say like, hey, I like it, and you start getting slammed for it, I'm told like, oh, why are you liking this? Oh, you're just promoting the SJWs. Again, what the hell? Again, I'm just letting out this rant, but guys, seriously, this needs to stop. I'll say this, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. I know it, but this needs to be said. I've noticed that Comicsgate has become less about comics and more about the ideologies, more about their own groupthink. I personally, this is my own opinion, I think Comicsgate started to die the moment you guys stopped caring about the big two. And I'm saying that, and I'm more saying that in that you're saying, oh, they too big two deserve to burn down, and you stop caring. Because once you start caring about the two big two companies that made up the majority of your enjoyment of comics, and that you're trying to put all your stuff into a lot of these indie comics that you don't even know how it's going to turn out, or a bunch of you guys are just making it so it's your own personal projects, yeah, that's when you start focusing on more what you and the people, the creators, are focusing on, and not what the characters represent. Because I gotta say, when I think about comics, I think about Superman, I think about trying to be the best I can be. I actually think about what the character represents. I'm not hearing much of that from the comics that have been coming out lately from Indiegogo. I'm hearing about cool products, things like that, but nothing about the characters. Nothing about the stories. Nothing except let's push this out and get it out. But again, I don't hear people saying this comic actually I relate to it or anything like that. Nothing that the big two have done. And that, if you ask me, is a big reason why. It's not focusing on what these characters you grew up with, the characters that meant something, that influenced you and all that stuff. Not focusing anymore. You really don't have anything to focus on. You really don't have anything to really think about. And not think about, but to try and, that influences how you think and react. Instead, you are focusing, again, on these Indiegogo products, but you're more focusing on the creators who are making it and what they say and believe. You're not even focusing on, like, even with Cyberfrog. I'm not hearing and saying, oh, look what Cyberfrog did. They're looking at, look what Ethan is saying and doing. It's like, that's something that's been lost. Because you had, again, the big two, they had characters that you would be like Captain America, be patriotic, things like that. Now, granted, I know nowadays he's running horribly, but the character, you can still remember the best time the character was handled and still look up to that portion, that when he was at his best. You might have to focus on his current stuff, but his old stuff you can still look at. But no, you don't even want to do that anymore. They basically want to say disconnect all ties from both big two and focus on these indie stuff. Which again, you're focusing on the creators, not the products. Which again, I think it's leading to a lot of this influence of, we gotta focus on our ideology more than anything else. And That's just really not good, if you ask me. That's where a lot of this problem is coming from. Instead of focusing on the creations, you're focusing on the creators and what they say, as opposed to wanting to be influenced by the characters they're creating. You're letting them tell you how to be influenced. And again, from my own observations, that is where it's what's leading to a lot of these problems. It's got to stop. But I'm pretty sure no one's going to listen and take heart with what I'm saying. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to piss some people off with what I'm saying. I don't care. But that's all I've got to say. I'll be working either today or tomorrow on going over All-Star Superman for my end of the era stuff. Might be my last one. I don't know. Until then, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.